This course has been authored by a qualified expert and is delivered in a self-paced format. It's been designed to help you accelerate the mastery and retention of the concepts and skills using a structured learning plan, interactive content, knowledge checks, access to live support, and much more.
Hi, welcome to Server 2012 Install and Configuration. This course is actually intended to give you a base on Server 2012, how to install it, how to configure it, and how to start your process with Active Directory. Now, if you happen to be taking a test, if you're on the track for an MCSE, then this server class will actually map to test 70410. So the correlation in terms of where it's going to help you prep. So in regards to the course itself, we do have an awful lot of information. Now, honestly, with Server 2012, there are 5 courses out that literally cover the basis. So what I mean by that is we're going to go through each and every module, but there's going to be some modules that also have separate classes. So an example, we're going to get you to install the server, to configure the server, look at all your new tools, install Active Directory, but Active Directory actually has so much information that Active Directory itself does require another 5-day class. So if you're taking the exam preps, this is going to start you on the knowledge and give you the outline to not only learn but to continue to study, but do realize that if you're doing this in real life experience, there's a lot of other material coming. So the intention, of course, is being get you started from square zero so that you have a working server environment and network infrastructure. So with that being said, let's go ahead and talk a little bit about the specifics of what's going to be in the course. So we will, of course, start off by talking a little bit about what Server 2012 is all about, what edition it comes in, what different types of versions, and just some general information on the operating system. We'll then get a chance to learn about the new management tools. You'll see a lot of the interfaces have actually changed quite a bit. Now, I'll say that in the event that you have previous experience with other server operating systems. Once we get the installation done and we've learned about all the management interfaces, we're also going to take a look at Server Core. Server Core is a second installation option that you have, so you can either have a full Windows edition or something without a graphical user interface. Now, Server Core, of course, brings in the command prompt and also brings a greater need for PowerShell. PowerShell is behind the scenes, whether you're using the full Windows version or the Server Core version, but we'll teach most of it in Core because, of course, we have nothing but a command prompt or PowerShell. So if you're new to PowerShell, we'll go through the ins and outs of it, why it's important, what your basic syntax is, how to find some help, and then you'll see sprinkled throughout the course, I will always refer to PowerShell commandlets because they're very, very important to learn. We'll go through, once the installations are done and your basic configuration, we'll start going through different options, like what if you're migrating from other versions of Windows, and what if we have Active Directory or other roles installed? How do we migrate those roles? So we will lightly touch on those subjects. Again, not a deep dive in every subject. We'll go through administration. Now, administration, of course, is a single server or creating a group of servers. And then, of course, administration covers all of the users, the file shares, the permissions, how you're going to handle all of the data and the performance of the server. So we'll go through the administration and we'll also go through the delegation portion, which really allows you to distribute the responsibilities amongst your team. We, of course, will go through various roles. File and print services will be covered. That's where our shares and NTFS permissions will be coming from. And, of course, a lot of our enterprise printer management. Now, with servers, very few of us actually maintain the servers from their keyboards in the server room. Most of us have a desk out on the help desk, or we have some sort of remote access. So with administration and delegation, we'll also talk about configuring those servers for remote management. That way you can manage all of the servers from a single console, and in addition to that, also be able to delegate who can do what to what server. This, of course, brings in security issues, so we will talk about Windows Firewall, and we'll also move into virtualization, because virtualization is not only a way to save hardware, but it's also a way to secure, backup, and snapshot our servers. So we will go a little bit into Hyper-V and learn what that's going to be all about. Now, of course, servers have to talk to each other, which means you do need network infrastructure, and of course, clients need to talk to servers. So once we have that base management of the server, we will go into items like TCP/IP and the entire network infrastructure to include DHCP and DNS. All those together will give us a secure configuration for all clients and all servers. Now, the secure management, once we build on our services, we get a chance to manage group policy. Now, group policy can be everything from password policies to exactly what you could do on each and every desktop and each and every server. So we will start to introduce the Group Policy Management Console and all the great things that you can do. Group policy, of course, comes with Active Directory, so we'll get a chance to install and configure Active Directory as well as all of the users and computer accounts that we have to work with.
Enroll now for lifetime access to this course, a certificate of completion, and access to live support whenever you need it.